이거를 소리를 아니 내가 잠깐 마이크를 끄고 왔었어. 어이씨, 잘못 들어지면 죽는 거 아니야 이거? 어이씨, 깜짝이야. 넌 갑자기 부계정을 들어오냐? 응? 갑자기 말소리가 좀 작게 들려. 아, 내가 볼륨을 올릴게. 아, 이거 확장팩 이것도 거의 끝인 것 같은데 이거. 아, 근데 응? 아, 일본. 아, 50%에? 오. 그럼 왜 이렇게 분위기가 항상 좀 뭔가 웬만큼 세진 거는 웬만큼 세진 거 같은데 더 이상. 아이씨, 깜짝이야. 이거 그리고 호라이즌 제로던 저거 뭐지? 트로피도 따기 쉬운 거 같은데 보니까.
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us. I'm looking for a way to defeat the data.
트로피 따는 게 나도 뭐 얼레벌레 했는데 되게 대충 했는데 한 50%는 딴 거 같더라고. 50% 넘게 땄다. 너 뭘 보냐. 뭐야 이거. 뭐지? 아, 나를 태워줘야지. 아이. 아, 벌써 멀미난다. 아이씨. 아, 미치겠네. 갑자기 벌써 멀미나네. 아, X가 점프였지? 아, 어쩐지. 아, 큰일 났다. 멀미나. 아, 속 안 좋아. 아, 그래? 뭐, 네가 쓰고 있는 이어폰? 어? 응. 아, 그래? 몰라, 안 써봤어. 응. 나한테 위쳐만 있으면 되지. 뭐가 달라진 거지? 아이고, 씨. 아이고. 아, 위짜. 뭐 어쩌라는 거지? 이렇게 안 돼요? 저기서 뛰어내렸던 거. 아유. 여기가 아까 왔던 길이야. 아, 헷갈려. 어? 아, 여기로 올라가면 되는데? 어떻게 올라가야 돼? 아이씨. 귀찮게 하는구만.
We're right here.
저기로 올라가야 되는데 저거 어떻게 가는 거야? 저걸 타야 되는 것 같은데. 아, 스트레스 받아. 아, 네가 뭐, 너야 방금 들어온 거? 아! 그런가? 응, 맞아. 좀 답답해.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the demon. Maybe I found one.
난 그렇게 안 길어, 생각보다. 야, 위쳐는 말도 안 되지. 내가 여기서 아니, 저걸 타러 저기 올라가야 되거든? 아, 근데 여기서 이게 못 가는데? 그러니까 이게 큰일 나는 거야, 진짜. 음. 아닌 것 같아. 이거 지금 내가 지금 길을 지금 잘못 뜨는 것 같은데. 내가 저기로 올라가야 되는데 이거 타고 아유 이걸 타면은 어디로 가야 되는 거야? 이거 올라가면 의미가 없는데? 길이 없어 길이. 이거 올라가면 뭐 어쩌자고. 저기로 넘어가면 이리로 가면 아 저쪽으로 가면 길이 있나? 아닌데 여기는 아까 내가 왔던 데 갑갑하다. 어디? 아 저기에 있는 애를 도와줘야 되는데 응 맞아 절로 가는 거야. 아이 저기를 넘어가야 되는데 여기를 가려면 저기를 가야 되는데 저기를 가려면 이걸로는 못하고 어디로 가야 되는 거야? 아 이걸 이 길이가 안 되는데? 아 이거 왠지 일로 가서 가야 되는 것 같다. 아 일로가 아 이쪽 여기였네. 아 찾았어. 귀찮게 하는구만. 어려워. 이거 맞아. 이거 그래도 그나마 예쁜 옷 입혀놓은 거야. 이거 룩 맞춰서 입힌 거야. 이거 안 그러면 진짜 극혐이야. 다 왔나? 아유 씨, 여기 어디야? 저로 돌아가는 거? 아니 나 저기까지만 가면 되는데 이거를 왜 이렇게 빙글빙글 도는 거야? 여기만 타면 되는데 저거 타면 되는데 알았다. 아유 뭐 난 몰라.
Alright. Another round.
근데 진짜 그래픽이나 이런 디자인은 진짜 잘하지 않았냐? 어. 진짜 그런 소리를 냈었어, 규식이가?
A lot easier to navigate here.
응? 왜 얘네 안 오지? 여기 있다. 넘어와. 걔 특기잖아.
This looks like the path. We're close enough.
좀 있으면 싸울 거야. 이거 거의 마지막인 것 같은데, 이거 확장팩? 지금 보니까 스토리가
Voice of doom. The odds are desecrated. It's close. But we have to find out.
이거 전투 어려워. 이거 내가 지금 좀 하도 해가지고 전투 재밌어가지고 한동안 너무 많이 키워가지고 웬일인지 궁금했었지. 아, 또 이거야? 아, 이거 진짜 씨. 아, 블리치 크랭크야? 인간 시대의 끝이 도래했다. 인간 시대의 끝이 도래했다. 왜? 아, 그래? 나도 엄청 싫어. 제발 좀 안 했으면 좋겠어. 아, 미치겠네 진짜. 아. 잠깐만, 이게 이렇게 돌려야 되는 건가? 아닌데. 아, 나 너무 싫어 이거. 아. 이거는 확실히 맞는데. 이것도 어차피 또 돌릴 때도 없고, 이것도 마찬가지고. 가기 이것도 마찬가지. 아, 뭐 어떻게 하라는 거야? 얘를 돌려야 되는구나. 아, 안 되는데. 모르겠어. 뭐 돌리다 보면 되더라고. 뭔가 이렇게 이어져 가지고 이렇게 뭐 되던데. 어, 이렇게. 그러면 얘가 이렇게 하면 안 되는데. 이렇게. 아닌데. 아, 미치겠네. 여기서 나와서 그럼 네가 이쪽으로, 그러면 네가 다시 받아. 그러면 이리 돌아서. 아닌데. 그럼 얘가, 네가 일로. 아닌데. 돌겠구만. 그럼 얘가 잘못됐네. 아닌데. 아닌데. 어. 왜? 왜? 아, 아, 무슨 얘기인지 알겠어. 아, 너랑 나랑 듣고 있는 거랑 거기서, 어? 그게 한 번에 몰려오는 거구나. 그러면 얘가 그럼, 아닌데? 아니, 이게, 얘가 돌면은, 일로 가서, 아닌데? 그런가 봐. 아이씨, 진짜, 나 이게 너무 싫어, 이런 거. 아, 미치겠네. 아, 얘가 받아서, 오케이, 오케이, 오케이. 아, 아닌데? 아, 아닌데? 그런가 봐. 아, 근데 이게, 얘가 여기서 시작해서, 일로 와서, 일로 돌아서, 그럼 얘가 일로 보내야 돼. 아닌데? 아, 미치겠네, 이거. 아, 진짜 퍼즐, 씨. 아, 너무 싫어. 이거 반대로 갑시다. 일로 가면은, 얘가, 얘가 밑으로 보내줘야 돼, 이거. 돌려주면, 얘가 일로 가서, 야, 잠깐. 좀 되는 것 같은데, 지금? 일로 가. 그러면, 얘가, 오케이. 그 다음에, 일로 와서, 얘가, 일로. 오케이. 아닌데? 된 거 아니야? 이렇게. 이렇게. 그럼 얘가 오면은, 네가 이렇게. 됐다.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea, your servant. your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to rid the strength. One has been exposed, but I am
여기 나오는 캐릭터들이 다 예쁘고 잘생기진 않았어.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
한 명도 없어.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to
약간 동양인 같이 생긴 사람이 되게 많아.
I don't know. But I think that's the core.
근데 이게 상대적으로 보면은 그나마 에일로이가 제일 예뻐.
Justice. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
이경실?
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself.
그래픽은 진짜 좋지 않냐?
Then lead us into battle.
에일로이 이거 실제 모델 있는 거 아니야? 그냥 걸어가면 되는 거야 저게?
Keep moving towards the core.
이제 싸울 것 같아.
Uh-oh. Whatever sign it
Oh.
did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
어. 여기서 어떻게 가야 되지? 근데 뭐 길을 찾아서 가야지 싸우든가 말든가 할 텐데. 모기다 모기. 아닌데 저거 모기다. 씨, 잠깐만. 아니 근데 저거 내가 봤을 때 이게 이렇게 맨몸으로 가는 게 아니라 저거 타고 가는 건 거 같은데? 저거 아니네. 일로 가야 되나? 야 감스트 있잖아. 감스트는 막 MBC 막 축구 해설하더라. 그 유튜브에서 피파 온라인 방송하는 애 있잖아. 걔 엄청 웃긴데. 걔가 20대, 10대, 20대 애들한테 인기 엄청 많더라고. 저거. 저거 타고 가는 건 것 같은데? 아닌데? 아니 뭐 이렇게 만들어놨어. 아. 아 멀미나. 씨. 또 길 못 찾으니까 멀미난다. 아. 왠지 저쪽으로 가는 것 같은데.
We either need to destroy this thing or override it.
얘네가 이쪽에 서 있는 거 보면 이쪽으로 가는 게 맞는 것 같은데. 매달리는 것도 없고 떨어지는 것도 없고 갈 수 있는 곳이 없네. 여기도 아니고. 아 미치겠다. 씨 원차할 때도 이래가지고 막 멀미나 죽는 줄 알았는데 길 못 찾아서. 아 나 이 괴로워 죽겠네. 어? 절로 걸어가면 되는 거야? 아 그냥 걸어가면 되는 거였네? 아 역시 사람이 어렵게 생각하면 안 돼. 그냥 가도 되는 거였네. 아이씨 참. 이거 근데 못 들어가는데 그냥 걸어서? 뭐 나온다 뭐 나온다 뭐 나온다. 아 이게 귀찮은데.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
아우. 어딨냐? 어우. 얼었다 얼었다. 으. 아 이게 아닌데. 아유 미안합니다. 아. 아 어디야 여기. 나 뭐에 맞은 거야 방금? 핫 뜨거 뜨거 핫 뜨거 뜨거 핫. 아이씨 미치겠네. 응? 잘 가.
Whatever you're going to do to that tower, do it now.
initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artok. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
One of those?
It's the only way! Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Banukai. Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
There's frost between my teeth.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, but these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface.
So, There wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth.
Yes. Billions were displaced, and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes. In many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and we had succeeded. At least that was the data. It seems my assessment was
So in the old world, this land was called...
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last. After my tasks became less time-critical, I invested. These provided me with several colorful.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that...
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk...
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with...
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duty. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup system despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues...
Do you know what happened to your
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow. Years after, he explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to...
Was the daemon, Hephaestus,
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location. One I've never... So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not...
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. Eager to make contact, I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code.
Aurea said you were desperate.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After it forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violate...
I'm sorry. That sounds...
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus... Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth, so she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraform. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. built machines for her.
It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension. Most likely.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on...
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying...
Hellfire claws are discouraging, that's for sure.
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a better solution... When I think of it, out there I feel substantial anxiety.
You and me both, Cyan. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her she felt disconnected from her tribe and our visits seemed to help her. And yet I did not comprehend, although I do.
I'm sure she knew you would do the... How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing, I believe this will lead to...
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
You have to tell them you were made by the Old Ones. That you're not any kind of spirit. It's the only way they can start to learn about how things really are.
I see. Do you believe that I misled Aurea?
No. Not in any way that mattered.
She perished believing she was preserving the blue light of her beliefs.
Maybe. But what she really wanted to preserve was you.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Cyan, I spoke with Anita.
winters coming at once.
My chieftain,
Just Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes, and I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going... Besides, it already had a chief.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much...
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yeah,
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first. But that's a foe for the future. At present, you need to return to your current one, the Eclipse. Farewell, Aloy.